know this is a weird angle, but just bear with me. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to record. I'm going to record in my car. So yeah, I just want to get on here and talk to y'all about a topic that I feel like is becoming more and more worldwide. Diabetes. I want to say that diabetes is one hell of a disease. But in my opinion, at least type 2 for what I know, diabetes can be cured. Now, the parts that can't be cured, I feel like, are the damage that it does to your body, the organ damage. And not saying that, okay, let me rephrase that. I think everything has a solution, and you can heal yourself to the best of your ability, even when things are damaging. But I will say that diabetes damages organs. And the biggest thing I want to talk about is how diabetes affects the mood. I noticed that for the past, I've been battling this for like the past 8 years. I want to say, yeah, about 8 years. Started off pre-diabetes for about 4 of those years. And I would say like within the past 3.5, 4 years, I've been in full diabetes. And I never thought I'd be here, but I guess subconsciously a little bit part of me did, because I seen it in all of my family. Not all, but my immediate family. Mother, father, grandmother. And they say that these things are hereditary, but I strongly believe that certain diseases like these are not hereditary. It's only hereditary because the food patterns keep getting passed down to generation after generation after generation. And our bodies are more susceptible to getting this disease because whatever our genetic makeup is, so in a way it's hereditary, but we don't have to have it if we change our food habits. For some of us in our family. But yeah. So for about 8 years I've been dealing with this. But really, really, really been dealing with it for about 3.5 years. And I say this last 1.5 years has been it's getting more intense. And I've tried a lot of things. I've tried the medications they put me on, including the shot. And honestly, I feel like Mounjaro is the one I was taking. I feel like that made me gain weight. But I'll talk about that another day. But sometimes it feels like a never winning battle, because I have bought everything I needed to change. I've bought the machines, I've bought the vitamins, I've bought the workout equipment. I put so much effort into kicking diabetes butt, but there was always something that got in the way or stopped me. And let you guess it. Guess it. What do you think it is? The eating. Yes, it's the eating. I feel like it is one of my biggest weaknesses, but it's also one of the most sneakiest, unclockable ways that a lot of us end up getting diabetes. Because, okay, if I don't drink the sugary drinks, I don't drink the juice, I don't drink the soda, I don't drink none of it, that cuts down a lot of the sugar intake. But you're still left with about 35 or 40% of that sugar that's being put in your body, which is through the food. Things you would have never thought turns into glucose. I would have never thought bread, rice, potatoes, starches, all these things turn into glucose, turn into sugar in the body. I would have never thought that until I actually started doing a little more research. And those are like the hardest things to cut out because it's the side dish of every meal. And if we don't add it, then all you're left eating is protein and vegetables. And that can get boring. So yeah, I'm not going to say that I don't know how to eat, but a part of me does not know how to eat. And I have nutritionists and I have people that talk to me and tell me what to do. But when you're working a long day, or especially in my case, when you're a caregiver, and you're doing all of these things, and your energy is like exploited, the last thing you want to think about is starving yourself with a meal that's unsatisfying. And that's my problem. Because in a day-to-day basis, I'm constantly giving every bit of me to my environment and the people I love. And I am left to wonder, where's my joy or peace in the day? And for a very long time, that came with the food I would eat. That came with the food that I would eat. That was my joy. That was, and you know, honestly, right now it's making sense as I'm talking. It's clicking in my head because for years I knew like that was something that, you know, a lot of people did, but it didn't make sense to me. What do you mean I get joy by eating? Like, yeah, food is good. But now that I'm saying it out loud, I kind of understand a lot more that like it's about the joy that you're getting, but it's about how can I say it? Feeling like you're getting something back for your day. And I think it starts by changing what, like replacing that with something. I really don't know what I could. I mean, the things that are good for you, working out, eating right, all that stuff, cool. But I don't get joy from any of that. So, I don't know. Well, I haven't. I won't say I don't. I say I haven't. But I think it's something I probably possibly could work on getting. Maybe I can switch it up. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I wanted to tell y'all about that, about diabetes and how a struggle it can be and how the food is, but also how it messes with your mood. For so many years, especially the last 8 years, I used to get so I still do. I get frustrated with myself because I can't get out of bed, or I am overly exhausted, and here's the big one. My brain, my heart, my spirit would all be ready to go. I'm talking about plans, ideas, just ready to go. And my body will not move. And I feel like diabetes can be the number one source of making someone double-minded. Your health in general can do that, because the health is like the third part of that trifecta. You know, you got your mind, you got your spirit, which is like your thoughts, your creativity, your spirit, which is like your motivation, and then your body is like the vehicle that drives it. And for so long, my mind and my spirit would be locked in, my body would not be. And then I would go outsourcing, searching on ways to fix it. Therapist, what else? Journaling, things of this nature. All these things that I thought was going to help my soul, help my mind. And it did. I'm not saying it didn't. But I never realized how intense diabetes was playing a part in keeping me stagnant. because the body is spending so much time trying to repair itself that the thoughts of going out and doing something is so far-fetched. And I had a Lyft driver. I was driving Lyft, and I had a Lyft rider who we were having a conversation about health, and there was like, he had said this thing, and I'm going to try to remember how he said it, but I'm probably just going to quotate it. Basically, he was saying how if the body is spending so much energy on the body, it can't spend energy on the brain. So if your body you're in the bed, you can't get up, it's because your body is literally putting all that energy and effort into healing you and getting you up and running so that you can go do the things. If it's spending 20 hours a day trying to fix and heal what's going on, it can't take that energy that it would take and put it in your brain to get the brain moving too, which can also be a result in dementia, which is why they say dementia is a type 3 diabetes. So it feels like all my energy, all my sources pulling into healing my body, that I don't have enough energy to move forward in my brain. And I feel like the last 2 or 3 months I'm getting a lot of information on this topic because I really want to kick diabetes butt. And like I said, I bought every external thing, but I have yet to really invest in my internal on a consistency. The vitamins are not going to do enough if you're pouring in 100 grams of sugar a day. The fasting, I was fasting. Before, the fasting couldn't reset me. Now I'm at the point where the fasting is not even resetting me. Like, it can, but if I'm fasting all day and my meal that I eat has 70 grams of sugar in it, then all that fasting really is for nothing. And I've been feeling it. I'm starting to get to a point where I'm feeling like there's really nothing else that I can do externally that can help. It's really all about what I'm putting in my body. And even though for a long time I didn't do candies, cookies, none of that stuff. I didn't do any of it. For a long time I didn't do any of that. I still was pouring in sugar because I was overeating rice. I mean, I love rice. The sauce that I was putting on, sauce alone has sugar in it. The sauce I'm putting on my chicken, on my everything. So there's so many things. So I just would really recommend anybody out there that's struggling with your mental, struggling with motivation, struggling with getting out the bed, check your health first. Go get your blood work done. If you have Medicare, they'll do it for you. Medicare, Medicaid, both of them. They'll do it for you. Check your A1C. If you have some leftover money, go get you a glucose checker. Check your blood sugar. If you don't have diabetes, there could be other ailments that might be bringing you your energy down, your life force down. And I'm not to say that traumas can't do it, because for me, I have things from traumas that have affected me. But I kind of get sad and think about how my life could have been a little bit easier for me to digest, a little bit easier for me to move forward, a little bit easier for me to heal those traumas if I also didn't have to deal with the health factors on the back end. The therapy worked. All these things worked, but it also hit a plateau after a certain amount. I get to the therapies, I do all the work internally, mentally, and you still feel that void or that thing that's hurting you. And it's the health. It's the health. So We'll talk about this more in depth. I don't want to make a super long video. We will talk about this a lot more in depth because this is something that I'm going to be actively working on, especially on this channel. But yeah, for anybody out there that has diabetes or has a sugar problem, I'm with you. And I want you to know that you're not lazy. You're not unmotivated. You might be exhausted and tired. But you could be exhausted and tired because your body is constantly in a state of trying to heal itself from the overload of the sugar intake. And anybody out there right now that might be in diabetes, pre-diabetic, dealing with certain things, but haven't really went full force before you lose the limb, before you get amputated or hospitalized or dialyzed, get control of it now. Get control of it now. And if you have gone through all those things, my heart goes out to you. And a part of me wants to say it's not your fault. Because the stuff that they're pumping into our food, the stuff that they're doing to us in this country, it's not your fault. And even when you don't eat the cookies, you don't eat the chips, and you don't eat the candy bars, and you don't drink the soda, and you're still having high blood sugar levels, it's because of the food. And I'm here with you, and I have empathy towards you. My heart goes out to you. So I just wanted to come on here and say this to you guys, and kind of just talk to you a little bit about what I got going on and what we're really going to be focused on, just in general, just a healthy lifestyle. It's hard. It's hard, but I think we can do it. I know we can. At the top of last year, I was able to bring my A1C down almost 2 points. Because I cooked more at home. I ate certain things. I didn't have an overkill. Fast food really wasn't my go-to. So I know it's possible. And I'm here with you.